The Kingfisher's River Dance, a tale of unity and resilience. Once upon a time, in a lush, enchanted valley, a magical river flowed with crystal-clear waters, teeming with life. In this magical world, the creatures that called the river home relied on the wisdom and guidance of a spirited kingfisher named Valentina. With her strikingly vivid plumage and keen, perceptive eyes, Valentina was a true beauty and a beloved guardian of her river realm. One day, the tranquility of the valley was disrupted by a sinister presence. From the darkest corners of the forest, an evil sorcerer named Xavier descended upon the land, intending to seize control of the river's mystical energy. The river was a source of life and magic, and Xavier yearned for its power to fuel his wicked ambitions. He devised a malicious plan to enslave the river creatures and bend their wills to his command. Valentina, sensing the malevolent force creeping into her realm, called upon the river creatures for a secret gathering. She told them about Xavier's nefarious intentions and implored them to unite and stand against the dark sorcerer. As the creatures listened with rapt attention, Valentina's agile wings began to shimmer and sway, performing a mesmerizing dance that filled her audience with hope and determination. As her enchanting performance continued, Valentina's dance wove a spell of protection around the river creatures, gifting them with courage, resilience, and unity. The river began to sparkle, and the magical energy within it resonated with Valentina's spirited rhythm. Emboldened by their newfound strength, the creatures pledged to follow Valentina's lead and defend their beloved river realm. In preparation for their confrontation with Xavier, the creatures honed their unique abilities, guided by Valentina's wisdom and experience. The agile otters perfected their synchronized swimming, forming a formidable defensive barrier. The majestic stags sharpened their antlers, ready to engage in fierce combat. The clever foxes devised cunning traps to ensnare the sorcerer, while the wise owls took to the skies, keeping a watchful eye on the approaching darkness. Before long, Xavier arrived at the river's edge, his sinister eyes gleaming with malice. Unfazed by the united front of the river creatures, he raised his staff and began to chant a dark incantation, attempting to harness the river's mystical power. However, the enchantments woven by Valentina's dance held strong, resisting Xavier's malignant spells. Realizing that his magic was being thwarted, Xavier summoned an army of dark creatures, bent on destruction and chaos. As they advanced upon the river's edge, Valentina called upon her fellow creatures to stand their ground. Inspired by her fearlessness, they surged forward, led by the hypnotic rhythm of her wings. The battle that ensued was fierce and grueling, with both sides vying for control of the river's mystical energy. In the thick of the conflict, Valentina's dance guided the river creatures, imbuing them with the power to evade, defend, and counterattack with unprecedented skill. As the battle raged on, Valentina's steadfast spirit was a beacon of hope, guiding her comrades through the darkest moments. As the creatures of the river fought valiantly, Xavier began to realize that he had underestimated their resolve. In a last-ditch effort to subdue them, the sorcerer mustered his remaining power and cast a colossal spell, seeking to engulf the entire valley in darkness. The air crackled with malevolent energy, and the river's luminous glow began to fade. Recognizing the threat, Valentina unleashed her full power, her mesmerizing dance reaching a crescendo. As her wings beat faster and faster, the river's magic swirled around her, forming a brilliant vortex of light and energy. The radiance of her dance reached every corner of the valley, dispelling Xavier's shadowy spell and filling the creatures with renewed vigor. In the face of such overwhelming brilliance, Xavier's dark forces crumbled, their power waning against the steadfast unity of the river creatures. The once menacing army now scattered, fleeing the valley in fear and disarray. The sorcerer himself, weakened and unable to maintain his control over the darkness, was forced to retreat. With Xavier vanquished, the river creatures erupted in triumphant cheers, their hearts swelling with pride and gratitude. The valley was awash with the light of their victory, and the magical river shimmered brighter than ever before. Thanks to Valentina's unwavering spirit and the unity of the creatures, the mystical river was now safe from the clutches of darkness. Over time, Valentina's extraordinary river dance became a cherished tradition among the river creatures, a symbol of their unity and resilience. Each year, as the first rays of spring sun warmed the valley, they would gather along the riverbank to celebrate their triumph over Xavier and to honor their spirited Kingfisher guardian. The Kingfisher's river dance lived on as a testament to the power of unity and the enduring spirit of Valentina, a shining beacon of hope and courage for generations to come. And so, the mystical river continued to flow, its magical waters nurturing and protecting the enchanted valley, forever undisturbed by the forces of darkness.